Hello and welcome to another review here at Total Toy Recon. My name is Bob, and today, as you can see, we've got my favorite subject, Star Wars. Yes, this is the new Disney exclusive Star Wars Imperial Trooper. Now, this figure is slightly bigger than your 6-inch figure. We are going to compare it to a 6-inch Stormtrooper. We are also going to unbox this figure. It has a lot of great accessories. It has met with some flack on our own Instagram page. Some people said the price wasn't worth it. It's currently $34.99. Other people said, my hands don't do this, my hands, I can't hold that gun, this can't go. So we've had a couple of people who commented on our mail call photo. So let's open it up, find out what we're doing here. Now, Star Wars is my thing here at Total Toy Recon. MJ's is like Ghostbusters and Turtles, but Star Wars is my wheelhouse. So I'm going to be very tough here on Diamond Select's release. And this is a piece of my collection here. So we've got tape here at the top. I'm just going to do a quick thing. We do have some really nice stuff here on the box. I love this here. I actually have a Gentle Giant t-shirt that's very similar to this. I got at Comic-Con years ago. It was called Vintage, and it was a black trooper, but it was just a white outline. But we do have Galactic Basic here on all the rifles, pistols, and we have a mousey that comes in there. I really like the fact that they added a mouse droid. That's just awesome to give that little extra piece. And to think about it, you get even at the price, you get 10 or 15 of these, you get 10 or 15 mouse droids. It's like an army of mouse droids rolling. So let's open them up here. Now, it doesn't say that this is like New Hope or, the armor was very similar for the first three movies. If you dive into the sequel trilogy, you'll notice that there is slight variations in the mouth of the troopers between The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. That's pretty much it until they get into the funky colors and stuff. So what you've got here is basic Stormtrooper you can apply to any of the original trilogy films. So let's get this open here. Now, we do have a nice little sticker here. It says exclusive to Disney. My Disney store closed. So when I posted this article, Diamond Select said, oh, I'm sorry, we'll send you one. So that was really nice of them because there was no way I was going to be able to find it. I'd have to go to a different state. The closest Disney store is a state away. So that was nice of them to do that. Ooh, okay. So already, some people make fun of us because we love to talk about boxes and stuff. But, the presentation is part of it. I will not throw this away. This is awesome. This is something you could set up and put stormtroopers in front of, like it's like a class photo or something, at the academy. That's awesome. This is really cool. This is a nice touch. So put this over here on my side. It's funny how it says, okay, so it does say Diamond Select released this, but it is sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. So we've got a lot of different Diamond Select, Disney. The line between Gentle Giant and Diamond is slowly becoming one company, which is awesome. And again, further illustrates the point when we have a Gentle Giant book right here. So this should be relatively new. I think a Star Wars little pamphlet is part of the Star Wars experience. You need to have this. So we haven't done any of these mini busts yet. We haven't done any of these Legends sculpts yet. They're very cool though. But we've done a lot of Gentle Giant stuff on our YouTube and Instagram. You can find it all on our website. You can just go to those accounts too and just check them out. Got some cool stuff there. So this is very much in the realm of a Marvel Select figure. So this is their answer to the Marvel Select line that a lot of people love. It was the original Marvel Legends, to say, Hasbro made it a 6-inch, they have a 7-inch. So this is Diamond Select's answer now to the Black Series line. They have Darth Maul and they have Boba Fett, and now they have a Stormtrooper. So very cool. And this is a troop builder. So you've got lots of things that you can do with this guy. Let's open them up here. I feel like I've talked enough. Let's just get to it, right? Blah, blah, blah. There we go. All right. Tape here. I like to preserve as much of it as I can. The way it came. Everything's going to pop, I feel like. And we've also got some rubber bands here. So with Diamond Select, I always have wire cutters close by because you can really just hurt your fingers or whatever. This just makes it a lot easier. And of course, I will tell the story as I always tell it when we do Diamond Select items. We did 18 of these one day early on. It's a Ghostbusters. We built the rooftop, and it was it was massive undertaking. Thank God we opened them all up ahead of time. So we're gonna bring them out here. Ooh, shiny. Do a new toy smell. Yeah, he's got a new toy smell. Nice. It's been a while since I've had a new toy smell. Been doing that a lot lately with the checks. Okay. Wow. What's cool is this sounds weird, but it feels like a Stormtrooper. It really does. The armor is just like very rigid. The helmet is fantastic. Look at that helmet detail. I was trying to find my Luke Skywalker in Stormtrooper disguise, and I couldn't find it before I started. But that was one of the best Stormtroopers helmets I've ever seen on a figure. And this one is also just, look at the blue. That is fantastic. It's really, really nice. Wow. That's as cool as the Black Series helmet that I have that I can wear. Okay, so here's another thing that I read a couple of complaints with. The holster is for show. You can't really stick the blaster in there. And as you can see, it's pretty massive, though. That's, let's get to it here. We do have some nice, this doesn't flip up. You can't extend the stock here in the back, but the gunmetal painting is very nice. Really nice detail here to give it that gun. It's just not a piece of black plastic. They actually did some shading and gave it a little bit of wear and tear to give it that lived in look for Star Wars. That is Star Wars. It has to look like it's lived in. No wheels here on the mouse droid. But again, we've got gunmetal wearing, which is nice. Would have been nice if there would have been some wheels. $34.99. Some people could argue you're getting, you've got your points of articulation here on the figure. That's what you're paying for. This is an accessory. So it could go either way. Wheels would have been a nice touch. I understand that there is a Happy Meal box down in Disney World that looks just like this. So you have to bring it back somehow with you if you're allowed to sometimes. So here we have the big gun. So the stock, the kickstand here is nice. Again, we've got nice metal, highlights here that really give it that lived-in look. It's a nice rifle. I wish I knew. I know what this gun is. I've seen it in the real world, but I don't know what this gun is in the real world. And then, pistol's nice. It was nice that they gave him a pistol, and it would have been also like maybe. So you can they made him left-handed. So Stormtrooper's left-handed. Kind of weird, right? Almost feels like as if it should have gone in on the other side. So it's just one of those little details that you don't think about at first, and then you're like, wait a minute, they made him left-handed? So the hands here, here's another thing. So we have, that's odd. So this is odd too. So I'll make sure I'm not losing anything. So we've got 2.5 sets of hands. So he's got these, like, I guess these hands are for something, like, I guess you make him a zombie too. Too bad I didn't have the zombie head. So we have flat hands for something. And then we have 2 sets of hands. We have a pointing finger with a trigger finger. We have another one, just kind of like a, he's holding it hand. And then we have a similar hand on the other side. But we don't have another hand. So we have 2.5 sets of hands, which is weird. So here's the other odd part. So as I said, they made the Stormtrooper left-handed by putting the holster here on this side. So wouldn't it make sense that he would have, take him out, he would have the trigger finger for the pistol on that side, and instead they put it on the right side. So is this just supposed to be, the rifle is supposed to be the primary weapon, and the pistol is secondary, but even if it's your secondary weapon, it's still going to be on your dominant hand. So it's just odd. I mean, it's fine that it's not for show. I mean, it's only for show, but I think it would have been nice too. See, if you put it in this way, it's not going to go all the way into the holster anyway, right? Yeah, it's just odd. It's good for show. Like here, it would have made more sense because Han and Luke did run around with this on, which is fun too. Because I guess if you pull if you pull, I'm not going to pull the head off because it may not be designed to do that. But you could put on, eventually you could put Luke and Han's head here. So you'd go back and buy this figure again. And then you'd get that figure. Belt does not come off. It is attached back here, but it does not come off. It looks like if you push and pull a little bit, you might be able to get it off. But why do that? We don't have Luke and Han yet. All right, let's see how he looks. So we're going to put the... All right. We didn't do an Insta pose either. I'm sorry. So, funny how you... little things you look at. I mean, there he is. He's standing on his own right away, which is nice. He did not come with a stand, so we can put the mouse droid here, give you some scale. I mean, he's nice. All right, so we're talking about scale now. I just segued into it. I could not find, as I said, my Luke or my Han Black Series figure. So here's a First Order Trooper. Give you some scale. All right, so there he is right next to him. That's a Hasbro Black Series figure. Hate doing this because they're both perfectly standing, but I want to get it into the frame. So here's a Galaxy of Adventure Jet Trooper from The Force Awakens. I'm sorry, from The Rise of Skywalker. So I just wanted to give you another scale here. So it gives you an idea how big this guy is. Now here is a 5 points only Stormtrooper from, I think, from Rogue One. That gives you an idea. So you're definitely seeing a progression. And then, of course, an original Kenner Stormtrooper really, really set it all into place. That is not a Remnant Trooper, mind you. That is an original Kenner figure. That figure is 40-some years old. God knows if he came from Jedi or if he came from Empire or whatever, but barely standing too, so I'll put him there. So that gives you an idea of the family here, of the scale of how big this guy is. He's really impressive. Like, next to the others, he's really, really impressive. Let's get him out of here now. So they do come with this blaster thing. Does it fit in each one of them? Let's see if it does. So we're going to take this out here. It's a little awkward. We're going to put this here. So we do have that blaster shot. So we'll put this back in. Get the trigger finger in there. And then let's give him this hand. So this might be a good reason to have the flat hands. Give him a little bit of elevation. It's always about hooking like something into the right spot. So there you go. And getting just the weight of the toy. You always got to kind of give him an evil head down kind of look. Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. All right, we're running a little long here, so let's do some other of the guns real quick. So it does fit. It's a hell of a blast coming out of that pistol. It does fit in the other weapons, which is nice. It's a nice touch. You could do it with whatever gun you wanted instead of having it, just at that one. Let's do the big gun here. Because people said that the guns weren't really working too well. Yeah, big gun's a little awkward. It's all about finding that right. See, with this armor, it becomes increasingly difficult. So this is more like he's not quite firing yet. He's just kind of holding it. Big gun is a little rough. So maybe if we... Oh! Wow. Huh. So this was the one I did not mention, is that we had a couple people comment that the arms popped off. Okay. Wow, we're really just... So now the shoulder pads have popped off. Yeah, that's why we do these reviews. That came right out, but it's not going back in. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. All right. Well, that's cool. Nice to know that you can easily accessorize these guys, or if you want to cannibalize them and do different things with them, make them into Remnant Troopers or use the armor for, make Mandalorians or something. That's good to know. Okay. All right, let's do the pistol. We did them all but the pistol. That's the one we used for the cover photo. So, all right. And, all right, we're going to make this like lone man, last man standing. Lone man standing, last man standing. As we wrap it up here. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our Stormtrooper here. Details are great. Armor is great. It feels like a Stormtrooper when you hold him in your hand. He is actually head to toe a little over 7 inches, not by much. A little over 7 inches tall. If you put him next to, this is a Marvel Select Johnny Storm, which we just reviewed. He's 8 inches tall, so that gives you an idea of how big he is. A little bit bigger than a 6-inch, obviously, Black Series figure. The details are great. We did have the arm pop off as well as this, so that's good if you want to use the figure for different, you're into sculpting, you want to use them for different, figures. You like to cannibalize your figures and make them into different things. So I did get the arms off relatively easy. The more of these they make, the more we may be able to customize your figure. Overall, for $34.99, that's a hard call. It's a hard call to make. It's definitely a different style of figure, but at that price, how many are you going to have? That's probably my biggest criticism is the price. I think you got a lot of great accessories, a lot of cool things here to play with, a lot of good ways to do it, but at that price, it's very difficult to have 5 or 6 of these and create an army. Plus, you don't even have Darth Vader yet, so you need him to stand next to somebody. You can have him battle Boba Fett, but that's about it at the moment. So this is more for a collector who loves Star Wars, who wants a different type of Star Wars figure or one that they don't have. So that's something to consider if you're purchasing this as a gift. It's a great gift. It says a lot, but if you're a collector, you may hold off and wait. And if you do that, you may actually miss out on the line. It's a fabulous figure. I think it's great for your desk. It's definitely going to stand a cut above the rest, especially in details and in relation to a Black Series figure. This is cool. This is the next gen, the next step up. I just wish we had a better holster and maybe the mouse droid had some wheels. So, this is Bob from Total Recon. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day.